Hi y'all, welcome back. So this is going to be a real short video, but I just wanted to do a little intro to the coordinate plane. So you guys have seen it before, but I just want to point out the key things. Of course, it's already labeled for you. This here is the x-axis. It's always going to be your your horizontal. I always think horizontal axis. The longer one, the vertical one, this one, as stated, it's already labeled for you, is going to be your y-axis. Alright, let's talk about the origin. The origin is what we call 0, 0, and it is going to be the very middle or starting point. On this particular axis, it has a big 0 there for you already. So your origin is right here. But sometimes that 0 won't be there for you. Okay, so your quadrants, if you guys remember from back in the day, your quadrants go like this. You've got quadrant 1, and we use Roman numerals. Quadrant 2, we go counterclockwise. Quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. The reason the quadrants are so important are because we can talk about different qualities of each one. So in quadrant 1, it's always positive. Your x and your y are positive. In quadrant 2, it's negative positive. Quadrant 3, negative negative. Quadrant 4, positive negative. So those are things that you need to know about your quadrants. And then in order to find a point, we always start at the origin. Your x's tell you to go left or right. If it's positive, you move to the right. If it's negative, you move to the left. Your y coordinate tells you to go up or down. If it's positive, go up. If it's negative, go down. So let's plot a couple points. So if I wanted to plot the point negative 6, 5. So we're going to go here. So I'm going to write over here, A is negative 6, 5. So then we're going to start at 0, and we're going to go over to the left 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So notice I'm at negative 6. And then the positive 5 tells me I want to go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that would be how I plot that point. And we usually label our point, so we would label that A. Okay, let's try another one. What if I want to label the point negative 1, 0? Well, we're going to go to our 0, and it tells us first to go over 1, because this is always your x, that's always your y. Your points will always be in the form x, y. So a point will always be in the form x. Okay, so if we're going to make our point negative 1, 0, then we're going over to negative 1. But 0 isn't positive or negative, and if we're going up 0 or down 0, we don't move at all. So if we have that, then our point will be there. Okay, I'm only going to do a couple more. No problem. Let's try 0, 6. Okay, so if we go to our 0, well, that tells us don't go anywhere from the origin. So we just stay here. And then we move up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put a dot there. We'll label it C. So I think we did an okay job at labeling points. Now let's talk, or at plotting points, let's talk about labeling some. So I'm going to plot a few points around, and then we're going to talk about how would we figure it out if we knew them. So let's talk about, Alright, so I've put about 5 little points on here. What I want to do is I'm going to ask you to label them. So let's look at this point here. If I said, hey, what's that point? Well, we're going to start at 0 and go over until we meet in line with it. Negative 5 is in line with that point. And then we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is negative 5, 4. Okay, well, what if I want to find this point? Well, we're going to go over 5, positive to the right, and up 0. So this point would be 5, 0. Okay, what if we want to find this point? Well, we start at 0. We don't go any left or right any. So we're going to go 0 to negative 11. So this would be 0, negative 11. And finally, last but certainly, oh well, I think we have 2 more. Yay, we have 2 more. Almost done. We're going to go over to the negative 5, down negative 3. So this is going to be negative 5, negative 3. And then finally, we're going to go over 10, up 6. So this is going to be 10, 6. Alright, so this is just a brief little review of how to use the coordinate plane, because in our next unit that we're starting, which is linear equations, you have got to know your coordinate plane. Alright, you guys have a wonderful day. Hopefully this helps you with a brief review before we jump right in.